And finally, to our special segment, Resurgent Africa. Amid all the coups and crises, there are a lot of positive stories from Africa that often get overlooked, but not on this show. Our next story is from Cameroon. Deep in the lush hills of northwestern Cameroon, a centuries-old tradition brings a modern twist to monarchy. In the historic city of Fumban, the Bamoun Kingdom's young monarch faces an extraordinary challenge: a public trial by his own people. This isn't your typical courtroom drama. It's a lively ritual filled with culture, critiques, and celebrations, all aimed at strengthening the bond between the ruler and the ruled. Here is our report.
In the heart of Fumban, Cameroon, the Bamoun Kingdom's 20th king, Mohammed Nabil Mbombo Njoya, recently swapped royal robes for something less comfortable: the hot seat. With spears planted ceremoniously in the ground and an eager audience looking on, this centuries-old tradition puts the king on trial. Not in a grim courtroom, but in a spirited celebration of culture, dialogue, and community. As members of a masked secret society entered the court in honey-hued robes, the 31-year-old monarch stood tall on a replica of the kingdom's original throne. Currently held in a German museum, this marked his first Nguon, an ancient ritual where chiefs read grievances and the king's governance is scrutinized by his people. From property management woes to playful jabs about courtly matters, the trial mixed serious critique with good-natured humor, ending in jubilant approval for the young ruler.
I feel a strong and triple emotion today. First, the celebration of the Nguon festival for the first time since my accession to the throne. Then, celebrating the 548th edition immediately after UNESCO recognized the Nguon as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The first intangible cultural heritage of Cameroon to have had this consecration.
The Nguon ritual, dating back to 1384, promotes harmony and mutual respect between the monarch and his people. After a 6-year hiatus due to the pandemic, the return of these royal rites drew tourists, locals, and even UNESCO's attention, which recently recognized Nguon as an intangible cultural heritage. Festivities included rifle salutes, traditional performances, and the undeniable joy of reconnecting with a culture rich in history and meaning. For first-time visitors like British tourist Rolly Allen, the trial was a revelation. She says, and I quote, "I loved the role reversal. The people really get to judge their king, and it's not just for show."
I traveled specifically from Yaoundé to Fumban to attend. I wanted to relive this tradition, which is very important for the Bamoun people because it gives us an idea of how our grandparents used to live. This is the typical tradition of our ancestors. Things have not changed.
For locals like Amadou Njoya, the ceremony was a proud reminder of their heritage. It's moments like these that let us learn and pass on our traditions to future generations. One thorn in the kingdom's side remains the original royal throne, a colorful pearl-inlaid masterpiece now housed in Berlin's Humboldt Forum Museum. Taken during Germany's colonial rule, the throne symbolizes the deep cultural ties between the Bamoun people and their heritage. While the young monarch visited the throne last year, sitting on the heirloom of his great-grandfather, efforts to reclaim it continue. The inauguration of the Museum of the Bamoun Kings earlier this year marks a step forward in preserving and showcasing the kingdom's history. Designed in the shape of its striking coat of arms, a two-headed snake and a fiery spider, the museum is home to countless treasures, though the throne remains conspicuously absent. As the rifles echoed and laughter filled the air, the Nguon ritual proved its enduring significance. More than a public trial, it's a testament to the Bamoun Kingdom's resilience. Its vibrant traditions and the love its people have for their culture and their king. With UNESCO's recognition sparking global interest and renewed efforts to recover the throne, the Bamoun people are keeping their rich heritage alive. while looking toward a future where their traditions remain a source of unity and pride.